time for blood and guts. I love gore. I seem to love it all. That's why I teach it, I guess. But I love gore. Do I like watching it? Absolutely not. I do not like watching scary movies. My imagination is way too much. But I love creating it. Give me fake blood, make it rain on the stage. Everybody thinks I'm not gonna like it, and I just want, I want to do Sweeney Todd so bad. So bad. But we're just not there yet. But that just brings us to gore. I love gore. It's not everybody's cup of tea. If you're one of those, reach out to me if you really think you can't get through this part, and we will figure something out. But for the most part, there's something for everybody, and you can create whatever you want. I'll be showing you a lot of stuff. We have 2 weeks of this. This is our first week, and our first week is going to be all about cheap. Cheap and easy. Doesn't mean it's non-prosthetic. It's all about what you can do with the little bit of things that are already in your kit. So we're going to start with bruising. This is the bruising video. Bruising is so easy. You need very little stuff. You just need some makeup, some sponges. I will go over all of what you need in the video. Let's talk about bruises. Number one, bruises are not recognizable shapes, right? It's not going to be a circle or a square or a heart. Can you bruise like that? Sure, right? Hickeys are kind of a good example of that. But theatrically, we don't want to have those style of bruises because they look fake. So we want to go for shapes that are more amoeba-like. Yeah? Think asymmetrical. Gore is all about being asymmetrical, being gross, being over the top, and not being perfect. Fantasy was about staying in the lines and trying to make everything nice and pretty for the most part. With gore, it's the exact opposite. Dirty is better, asymmetrical is better, it reads as more natural. So lean into it. Let yourself not be perfect. I kind of love it because I just like to slap things on. Does my OCD come out a little bit and I want to sort of fix things and make it prettier? Yes, but I've learned over the years that sometimes ugly is beautiful. So really lean into it. What you want to focus on is the story. When creating fantasy looks, it's all about character. It's creating the character and whatever emulating the character. With gore makeup, it's about the story. Who hit you? How'd they hit you? What did they hit you with? If you're gonna be stabbed, was the knife serrated? Was it a scalpel? Was it tiny? Was it big? Was it a piece of broken glass? So much of that matters. It also matters how you fell, how you're laying there. There's so many things that happen when you have gore looks. So please pay attention to them. Now with theatrical bruising, you really have to pay attention to 3 things. Shape, stay away from things like hearts and circles and stars. Lean into amoebas. Texture. Texture is really important. No bruise is all one color. They go in and they out. So give us texture. The further away you are from a person, the more texture a bruise needs to have. And third, they're different colors. You cannot do a bruise with one color. That does not make a bruise. You have a wheel in your kit that has 4 colors. You will see in the demo that I make it 5 colors. Every color is different. Every bruise we will have different colors. Your skin tone affects the colors that you use. So you just adjust and find what you like. But I like 5 colors. Yellow, green, sort of a lighter purpley pinky color, a maroon, and a navy purple black. I know, so vague, but you'll see when you see the video. So again, amoebas, texture, lots of colors. That's really what you want to lean into. Mistakes a lot of people make, too much makeup. That's the biggest one I see, is people like to load up the makeup. Less is more with bruising. The more makeup you put on, the faker it is. So really use a lot less makeup than you think. I will always dab next to my color, in my color, next to my color, to make it nice and even on my sponge and really allow only a little makeup to transfer. You should not have to powder a bruise to get it to stay. With this application, you do not have to do it on your face. You can do it on your arms. It's sometimes easier to do your arms, your legs, as long as it's not anywhere indecent and you can take pictures and videos of it. I don't care. Have fun. It's sometimes easier to do it on your arm so you can actually see what's happening, but you can do black eyes, you can do bloody knuckles, you can do all kinds of stuff. Just have fun. Yeah? Let's get to bruising. So what do I have here? I have my color palette. This is the one that comes with the kit. You'll see I have a bunch of different colors on here. The yellow came with the kit. This red came with the kit. Everything else is just sort of a personal preference that I've made. The green is just a little bit of the yellow and the green from the set that I had everybody get. The purple is the pink and the blue put together. And the one over here that looks black, I promise you it's not. It's almost like a navy purpley color. It's this color over here, this sort of dark black brownie with a little bit of blue and red. So these are my 5 colors. Reminder, I always go light to dark. You can put a lot more of your lighter colors. You always want a lot less of your darker colors. And less is more. Yeah. I also have sponges. So these sponges are just one of the big sponges I've hulked out and ripped. Just rip them up. It's gonna give you texture. You need texture. So you're gonna use the textured size. You're gonna use the textured side. This is our stipple sponge that I have cut in half, and we'll be using half just so you can save. They only give you the one. So let's get started. Welcome to my hand. You do not have to bruise your face. You can bruise any other place as long as it's not indecent. So I'm gonna start with the yellow. I'm gonna dab in the color and then dab next to the color. A lot less color than you think. And then I'm gonna give myself a perimeter of my bruise. Remember, amoeba shapes. Yeah, nice yellow section. A little bit of green. A little bit of green. The yellow is our sickly color, yellow and green. Then between purple and maroon, purple is our older bruise, maroon is a newer bruise. Think if somebody slapped you, it's gonna be a little bit red, not purple. And then a little bit of this is when you start making bruise magic. You can put both, one or the other. A lot is gonna depend on your skin tone and what you're trying to show everybody. And then a little bit of that purple, get a lot of that off. This is that impact area. So if somebody hit me with something, this purple is the area that really hits you. The part that hurts the worst. And I'm always dabbing, you notice, never wiping. Yeah, not bad. Texture, just kind of assessing. See what I like. You can always go back and add different colors. You can add a little bit more certain colors and then mix as need. If you think you have too much makeup, it's not realistic enough because you're really close, wipe. Add back on. A lot more subtle. Now if I want to make it more theatrical, I need more. Where's a good place? I'm running out of places. If you want it more theatrical, that's where my stipple sponge comes in. This is gonna look crazy on camera, but I promise on stage, this will look like bruises. And I generally just go to different sides. Crazy on camera, the further away you get, the more realistic this is gonna appear, I promise. If you have to do really quick bruises, I've put them on in 25 seconds or less, they're gonna look something like this. Anytime you're more than 10, 20 feet away from someone, you need them to look like this for any audience member to see them. So you can kind of see the difference. Now's the time, play around. Do you like it, do you not like it? You can always blend it off. You can always add different colors in. It's really up to you. Bruising is fun, it's cheap, and it's super easy. So practice a bunch, have fun.